My name is Gregorio Gomez, and this is my testimony.
My name is Gabriel Chavez, and this is my testimony.
Hi, my name is Joshua Cardio, and this is my testimony.
I'm Layla Munoz, and this is my testimony.
My name is Carlos Martinez, and this is my testimony.
I'm Art Cerda, and this is my testimony.
My name is Jeannie Ramirez, and this is my testimony.
My name is Frank Zavalza, and this is my testimony.
My life before the home, I was lost, confused, with no direction. I didn't know of God, and headed down a path of destruction.
My life before the men's home, I was stuck on drugs, living in the street life. I had no direction, I had no foundation, and I was just going through a lot of depression, and I was fighting battles in my mind.
My life before the home. I had no direction. I was an alcoholic. I was a drug addict. I was lost. I was bound.
I was addicted to meth and alcohol, and I was out there, and I met my husband, and we were using real bad. I lost my house. I lost everything I worked hard for. I lost my children. I lost, my family. I was out there alone with no dignity. I lost my dignity with no hope. I just had no will to live once I lost my children.
Life before the home, I was a drug addict, alcoholic, and I just lost to my sins.
Well, and my life wasn't a very good one. I was a drug dealer, and I was selling drugs where I didn't know it was all the harm it was doing to people until my son got a hold of drugs and became paralyzed. And now he's paralyzed half his body. So, and that happening, I quit.
I was lost, bound, drug addicted, lying to my family, leaving my kids behind, doing everything I wasn't supposed to be doing, just being in hotel rooms, using dope every time I could, any chance I got.
Man, I was smoked out, running the streets. I was lost. I was confused. I was angry. I had no direction, and I was just lonely.
I knew that I needed to change when I was in and out of jail all the time. I was away from my family, incarcerated, getting in trouble. Again, without God in my life, I didn't know God.
I realized I needed change when I seen my family hurting, and I just needed something more. I didn't have peace anymore.
I needed change when my alcohol addiction got worse than what it was. I started using drugs, and I couldn't stop.
I knew I needed change when I had nobody, when I was out there lost, alone. I didn't have my family. I didn't have my children.
I realized I needed change when doors started closing on me, see my family hurting.
I needed change when I seen what happened to my son, and I needed something to straighten me out, something to do the right thing instead of what I was doing. And God was the answer.
I needed change when I walked out on my kids. It was one night, I just decided dope was gonna take over me, and I decided to walk out on my kids. Didn't care about what anybody had to say.
I knew I needed change when I started pushing my family away, when I started sticking a needle in my arm to get high, when I was running around in the streets, stealing everything I can.
My brother, who's also a graduate from the men's home.
I had an uncle who was a graduate from City of Norwalk, and he told me there was a place I can go to, and they told me about the men's home, and that's when I came in.
Who brought me into the Victory Home? I did. I made the call. I needed change, and I was worried for my life.
My twin brother brought me to the women's home, to the Victory Home.
I was actually court committed to the Victory Outreach.
Myself, I accidentally, needed a place to stay, and somebody told me about Victory Outreach. I've never heard of it, never experienced anything like quite like a Christian home, and I ended up in a Christian home, and here I am.
My two oldest brothers brought me to the home when I called out to them and asked them for help.
I was brought by the Victory Home by one of my good friends and my director, Anthony Butanda.
God has restored me, is restoring my life, restoring my mind, restoring relationships, and opening new doors for me.
Well, he's restored my mind, gave me my peace, filled me with love and joy, gave me a lot of patience and understanding, a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and I'm grateful.
He restored me. He gave me back the love that I had lost. He renewed my mind. He gave me correction and direction.
What God has done in my life since I've been in the Victory Home, He's changed my life. He's transformed my life. I'm a woman of God now, and I'm no longer addicted. He's broken those chains of addiction. I'm free in my mind. I'm free in everything. I'm no longer, bound to the world. I belong to Jesus now, and I'm willing to, serve Him.
He's restored my life, relationship with my family. He's been giving me His love, His peace, and He just put joy in my life.
God has taken me out of misery in my mind about my past, how it was. Now I'm a changed man, and I feel great. I'm so glad that both Pastor Finn and Sister Julie that they started Victory Outreach.
God restored my relationship with my mother, a relationship I gave up when I was on drugs. He restored my kids' relationship for me, my dignity, my sanity. He restored my mind. I'm no longer strung out on drugs, and He just restored all my confidence back.
God has restored my mind. He gave me back my dignity. He gave me back my family. He gave me back my children. I became a son in the house.
I see myself moving forward more than I already have, moving more into ministry, going in the path of my director and my pastor.
For my future, what I see is, honestly, I'm letting God take over, and I'm just trying to capture my pastor's heart, my director's heart, and see where I go from there.
I want my kids back in my life. I'm going to be a home director. I'm going to be an evangelist, a pastor, traveling, and
For my future, I see myself being a home director, continuing to serve the Lord, continuing to stay with my church, Victory Outreach West Covina, and this is where my foundation is and where my family is at.
Being an example to my loved ones and just doing the will of God.
Well, I hope that God has a good plan for me, which I know He does. And right now, everything has been going good. I'm a campus person and personnel, and I'm doing great.
I see myself helping other women that have been through the same situation as I have, women who've abandoned their kids just like I did, women who were lost and bound, drug addicted in motels like I was. I see myself just helping them restore themselves, their mind, helping pastors build here in the church, helping willing vessels, anything that I can do to help other women. That's what I see myself doing.
What I see for my future is the vision that God put in my heart to lift up my pastor and my director's hands, to answer the call of God.
My name is Gregorio Gomez, and I'm a graduate from the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
My name is Gabriel Chavez, and I'm a graduate from the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I am Joshua Cardillo, and I am a graduate of Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I'm Layla Munoz, and I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Victory Home. Yay!
My name is Carlos Martinez, and I'm a graduate from the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I'm Maurice Cerda, and I'm a graduate from the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
My name's Jeannie Ramirez. I'm a Victory Outreach West Covina Victory Home graduate.
My name is Frank Zavalza, and I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.